Welcome, everybody, to the Wolfnet Radio Podcast, live 350 list building. Starting a little early, don't get too bent out of shape. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. I was getting real worried that Facebook crashed again. Oh, that'd have been bad. Post it. There's the link, everybody. You can join in and enjoy in the revelries. All right. Let's got that. We got that. WTTNC Frep. How goes it, buddy? Hope it bodes well for you this evening. Thank you for joining the show. WTTNC Frep is officially the first person in the chat. He wins the booby prize. I don't know what the booby prize is, but whatever it is. You won it, buddy. You won it. All right. So let's add something here. Let's go. Okay, scene 2. We're gonna bear with me here. This is you're getting a glimpse into the pre-production stage. Pre-production. We're gonna rename this meeting room. Let's do that. There we go. So if you guys are, those of you who are watching, let's not go. Let's go with nope, not that one. Not that one. Oh, Clifford's in. Look at that guy. Let's see. Not that. What the heck? Well, we'll just make this a little bigger then. Let's see. I think that man deserves an invite. If anything. Oh, Mr. Damn it, Brute. What the hell is your frickin' Discord name? Damn it. Help me out here. I know you guys can hear me. This is why you never want to know how the sausage is made. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mr. Brute. Maybe we aren't friends. Are we not friends? I bet we're not friends.
What?
I don't think I'm friends with Brute. I'm not. Well, it's your loss, buddy. It's your loss. Let me see if I can.
Who are you talking to?
I am. I'm talking to myself right now.
Oh, okay. Just testing. Like, that was funny. I was like, who's he yelling at?
Okay.
That was awesome.
Let's see. How do I add him as a fucking friend?
Who?
Brute. Coach, what do you mean? He's right here, Mister.
Can you right click or?
Well, I'm trying to add him to the fucking channel. But it doesn't show up in my invite to friend. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just copy. We'll just do it this way. I'll do it the hard way.
You gonna do it live?
I'll just do it the fucking hard way live. Sorry, everyone. Shocking scandal. Let's see. Matt, I see you have joined. All right.
It's nice to be here.
Let's see if this bad boy works. Fade. Ooh, look at there. Look at there. Did you see that transition? That is pro level right there. I have no idea if it's showing up on YouTube though. Actually, I could check. It looks like it's showing up on YouTube. I don't know if we're frozen or not. I might be.
I can see both of you on YouTube.
Can you?
You're not going to see me.
Well, that's what you think. Oh, because you don't have a webcam. Oh,
I have a webcam. I didn't turn it on.
Well, why would you deny people that beautiful, beautiful beard that you have rocking right now?
All right, God damn it! Give me like
there
2
we
minutes.
Go. Holy shit!
Give me like 30 seconds.
This is gonna be OCX radio like in 10 minutes. I guarantee you. So for those of you who are joining us and are listening, like maybe later on and not live, what we are doing tonight is we had this idea of doing a live building of a 350 list because I feel like in the community there's a lot of questions on how to build a list, right? So
they're still not getting it.
They're still not getting it. Well, I mean, it's a tough thing. I mean, it really is. It can be daunting, I think, is the word for it. Right? Maybe.
Complex.
Complex. There you go. Complex. That's a good word. We'll go with complex.
It requires some synergy.
Right. and it's anyway, so tonight to get around the bush here. Tonight is we're going to take
starting off with the Mad Cat.
The Wolfnet gang is here or will be. We're going to be paying attention to the chat. We're going to collectively, as a hive mind, put together a Ghost Bears 350 list. Now you're saying, Coach, you don't run faction specific. What is this? Is the video frozen? I wondered about that.
It is.
Yeah, I got a lot of things going on right now.
Need to close some tabs.
Well, the problem is, to do this, I need a lot of tabs open. We might get rid of the video. So, Brute, don't worry about the voice, the face thing. We might get rid of it. I feel like that might be... Oh, it's fixed now. It's fixed now. Okay. All right.
We have voices for TV anyways.
Voices for TV. Oh shit! Oh, look at him! Look at him! Look at that big boy!
Look at that mustache!
I'm ready to get this.
All right, let's transition
I'm ready
here
to get the Build a Bear workshop
to the Build a Bear workshop. That's so fucking good. Okay.
Mr. Hell's horse's mug. That's awesome.
We technically didn't say we're going to start till 9. So this is like green room stuff, right? We're just shooting from the hips.
Oh, I do that best.
Like a podcast.
Like a podcast, right? Who'd have known?
There's not much editing.
It's Wednesday night and it's live. Oh, I wonder if I still know how to do it. Okay, this has been a while, guys, so just bear with me, okay?
You're not going to integrate both, are you?
Good morning. Go see it. No, what was it? Oh, okay. Good morning, X-Wing. Hey, this is not a test. This is OCX Radio. Time to rocket from the Delta Pilot to the 4BZ. Welcome to the OCX Radio Pocket. No, fuck, I messed it up. I tried. It's been 2 years.
Take 3.
Nah, we're done. I had to do it though. It's Wednesday. It's YouTube. It's live. I had to try it.
We'll give you that one.
Dude, that hat makes you look gangster. You're like all low brimmed and everything. Like you're like all serious.
Your face,
I've been trying to.
Your face is completely shadowed.
Is that Hell's Horse's mug holding water still?
Shadow element.
Yeah.
It better not.
So there's no holes in it yet.
That Hell's Horse's beaker is bigger than you are.
That's a hell of a mug, man. That's a hell of a mug. I'm not gonna lie. That
was my anniversary present.
That's pretty sexy.
My wife got it for me. She was pretty excited.
She's awesome.
So,
Yes.
depending on how well this goes, this could be like a new thing, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. 350 live?
That'd be cool.
Combination of late night television and Battletech.
Now, are you thinking with the faction Rasselhog Dominion or strictly Ghost Bear? And what?
So, to preface tonight, I did a little background investigative reporting kind of a thing. If you go into the if you go into master unit lists and you're like looking at the units page and you type in clan Hell's or clan Ghost Bear, it doesn't even give you all of what clan Ghost Bear has to offer. So glaring problems with master unit list when doing that. So, but I did find out if you like do the proper clicking of the tabs, it will give you everything you're supposed to do.
So a manual search will not.
So it's going to be a 3-tab kind of a thing.
You can look up more than one faction and era at the
Right.
same time.
But like here, I'll give you guys a little preview. Let's shrink us down here. Yeah, we're all shrinking. So if I give you a little fuck it, it's 9:00. Welcome everyone to Wolfnet Radio Podcast 350 live. So if I go to units here, right? Oh crap! If I go to factions, can everybody see this? Hopefully everybody can see this. Yes. If I go to factions and I go to Ghost Bear, and I go, let's just go Jihad, because Il Clan's not all the way in there. Like, I get all this stuff. Right? That's a lot of stuff. 400 and... I mean, if we scroll back up here, it's 426 mechs. But, if I go to, like, units, and I'm like, I want... You know, you click on the factions page, and I type in clan... Ghost Bear and filter. Look at that. It gives me 103 battle mechs. Like, that's just not right. Something's not firing there. Unless I have to click all of the things.
Check all the boxes.
Yeah, but it still only goes to 192 units, so it still doesn't do it. So
I think you'd have to hit Inner Sphere Clan General also, which would fill out, I think, the rest of the standard equipment that they have.
You think? Like if I go to factions, I type in Ghost Bear, right? So I do that.
And you can probably do Rasselhog Dominion too, because that was active at that point too.
Ras.
Because I helped a guy build a wolf. Clan
Oh
wolf
shit! There it is. Okay, look at that. 633 units. Does it change if I take Ghost Bear out? It doesn't. Oh, it does. Okay. All right. So we'll do that for tonight. We'll do a Il Clan We're gonna do an ill clan build tonight. Let's make us a little bigger. All right. Bigger. All right. Oh.
Dark Age, you mean. Not Ill Clan. Ill Clan.
Yeah, Ill Clan isn't filled out.
yet.
Are you weeding out the experimental units too?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Andrew, the largest minnow you've ever seen crawl.
These
Is
podcasts.
that a carp?
I've been waiting in the WNRP podcast group.
Well, if you would have paid attention to clan chat, which I saw, you saw.
You said podcast.
We're doing it this way so we don't because little disclosure in the Wolfnet Radio Podcast Discord channel. Haven't quite figured out how to stop people from just barging in. So, as much as we love you guys, this will be if we have like 50 people like shouting in their deals, it's going to be a mess. So, if you guys are watching, please input your mech or infantry or whatever you want that you think should go into the 350 list in the YouTube chat, and we will see it and we will plug it in. I will probably cherry pick a couple people if they have interesting picks and send them a Discord channel link to, if you have your headphones and setup and everything ready to go, to tell us why you think this mech or unit should be in there. So that is a thing. So be on the lookout. I might call on you to join the actual live cast and voice your opinion on why that should be in the list. So, with that being said, I think we have enough people here to get started. Welcome to the Wolfnet Radio Podcast 350 List Building Live on Wednesday night. Sit back, relax. We are going to community build a 350 list based around the Ghost Bears. Ghost Bear, Dominion, Republic. Let's just go with Ill Clan era Ghost Bears Dominion. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Another one thing I wanted to put out there. You do not have to do a faction specific list. This is the 350 does not have to be faction specific. The reason we're doing a Ghost Bear list is twofold. One, because I painted a sweet ass Timberwolf that I think
Let's go with one. That's the only reason why we're doing Ghost Bear.
Okay.
Because you painted that.
Because I painted a sweet ass Timberwolf that I'm pretty super proud of. And two, because it will limit the search ability of the 350. Because if we opened it all wide open, we'd be here for 2.5 hours. So, first off the bat, the requirement for the Ghost Bears 350 is, as aforementioned, there has to be a Timberwolf in it. So, let's search for a good Timberwolf. Now,
You can reduce its PV by swarming it with elementals.
Mad Cat.
So there's
Or
16 Timberwolf variants.
I got 15 here. Now, for those of you watching at home, we do have. So first of all, if you guys are new to this, go to BattleTech or masterunitlist.info. That is the master unit list for BattleTech. It is an excellent source. If you don't know how to run this software, go watch our previous video on army construction. It will teach you all of the ways to manipulate and try to find a good way to put this all together.
You might want to minimize or take our videos out of the way. It takes up basically a quarter of the screen.
Should we just eliminate it? Should we just go by? Nobody wants to see our pretty faces?
They've seen enough of it.
Oh, hold on. I was going to do that. There we go. All right, so whoever talks... All right. We'll just get rid of it.
Good idea.
Delete. Oh, no, I don't want to delete it. I just want to hide it. There we go. All right, now we are full screen. Okay.
Sharn has already weighed in on the TC or the S. And in a certain respect, I kind of agree with him. I've been kind of playing around with this idea all week.
TC the S. Okay, so for those of you watching at home, or we might release this as a podcast version, what we usually like to do and what we recommend is to open 2 tabs of master unit list. One that has the force. So I'm going to switch over here to the Alpha Strike Force Builder. And the other one is the Units tab. This way you can kind of see what the card is, and then if you like it, you can add it into your Force Strike Builder.
Well,
So
add a third tab right now too, because we're doing a faction, right? So you'll want to have the faction list up.
I can do
unit,
that.
You look at it,
Yep.
and then the builder.
Factions, Clan Ghost Bear. Well,
We'll,
we did notice that
you
if
have-
you in
I'm sorry.
the units page, if you do go down to factions and you type in Clan Ghost Bear, and you add in Russell Hog Dominion, it does give you pretty much everything that you have to pick from. I think. I will double make sure.
Well, you got to remember Rasselhog, Dominion, and Ghost Bear flip.
Flip how?
Early Republic, the Ghost Bears become the Rasselhog Dominion.
Okay, so pro tip,
Yeah.
here is the factions page for Clan Ghost Bear from 2807 to 3085. So we'll be able to pick from all 3 of these lists and have some fun. All right, Mad Cat has to have a Mad Cat in there. So we already have a YouTube Timberwolf W.
Was Sharn's direction with the S and the TC for
I got
the
him.
jump capable?
I
Mad Cats?
believe so, and that's kind of
Nice.
that's where I was going to go as well, with it being a fairly flagship unit with points that you're going to spend.
You're looking at 52 to 54 PV.
It would definitely be one that I would want to be able to have the ability to either jump into, or more importantly, perhaps out of a situation.
Okay, so we're looking at the TC. It does have 10J. It's 5.5 medium. I mean, short, medium, 3 at long. Good armor. I mean, 52 points. 52 points. That's not too bad. What is the S? 54?
54, and it does 6, 1 less overheat. Equals out to the same thing, though.
Extra light engine, half the structure.
Well, let's go with let's see what the chat has. The Mad Cat Timberwolf W. Ho! Ho 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 ho! Oh baby! Now we're talking. Now I'm getting where Bethers is going at. Okay.
The W's got the mask in it, so it moves 12.
Nope. Case and
55.
Omni. A Mad Cat W.
Right.
Moves 12 inches,
Right.
TMM of 2. Has a 7.70 stat line, though.
Piloted by Wolfnet's own Eden.
It's in my opinion, it's kind of a toss-up. 2 inches extra of move. You get the
Great.
7.7, which is cool, but
You're paying 55.
being able to jump and kind of ignore terrain, if you will. Granted, you're getting that +2 to hit when you jump.
I guess here's the question: are we going to be adding any more mechs? Because this I would consider the hammer, right? It's a 7/7.
That takes up like a quarter of your scenario.
It's going to take a
200
quarter
points,
of your
so
points.
Doesn't leave much for other units being bigger.
Right,
or
but
same
usually
size.
if you're throwing a 7/7 mech out there, it's going to take up 50 points in that general
sure.
direction.
You could
sure.
do 6 for 30 some points, or 6-5.
Right, but is it Ghost
Yeah,
Bears? That's the problem.
The Hachiman,
Omnimex. Yeah.
the Hachiman tank that Zena has in her list is like 35 points, and
It's
I
a
think it's
beast.
6'3".
That's right.
Okay, so do we want to think about the Timberwolf as more of a glue piece? I mean,
You could throw in the B variant at the least amount, and then put other points in your other units.
Another one that I'm a fan of is the D.
Yeah.
With the SRMs that shoot to the back, so you have a rear 2-2.
Which is awesome.
It
That
is
makes-
a fun tactical thing.
That makes it interesting, right? Because you don't have a turret, but you kind of have a
you
turret.
kind of
on
have a
mech.
turret.
And somebody going to jump behind you or get behind you. You kind of go, "Oh, that's kind of what I wanted you to do in the first place."
Yeah, because your front and rear arc go flat across the backside of the hex.
Okay, well let's
And
think.
again, this. I mean, how
That's
long
a
do we want to
strong-
sit here? How long do we want to sit here? Because I mean, every unit that we have, we could debate. Because I know all four of us have a different play style, and we're all going to look at
I agree.
unit
I agree.
very differently than. Well, I'm not necessarily very differently.
Well,
but
let's try to settle
there'll
on
be units that we agree on. There'll be units.
Let's try to settle on the role that the Mad Cat should play. How about we do that? That should vary it down to which one we take. Okay, is the Timberwolf going to be the hammer? Is it going to be the goalie? Is it going to be I'm going to run out there and cause havoc? If it's going to be the hammer, it's got to be the 7/7,
W.
the W.
And in the 350, you don't really need long range, so
I mean, yeah,
you could tailor that too.
Mm-hmm.
it comes in very rarely, but if you're gonna go,
The
if we want it to be, like, the another piece, I would definitely put in the D, or like a goalie wise, right? So if you're looking at strategies of bunkers, domination, even capture the hill, or king of the hill. To be able to shoot forward and backwards.
I like the W, but for me personally, it's too expensive. Now I say that, in the new list that I just built, I've got a 60-point archer.
Okay, so I would like to go to.
But-
I'm going to go to the chat here. It looks like Sharon's saying a Kodiak standard is the same cost, 771 with an OV4.
What does Zena think?
Zena, we're designing a Ghost Bear unit.
Which
we're
Timberwolf would
having-
you like?
We're having a conversation about a Timberwolf because Aaron painted a unit, a Timberwolf. So this has to be in the list. So
If I
we're
was a
looking
ghost
at
bear, I'd want a Timberwolf
the
in my
D.
crosshairs.
the D does this. The really unique thing about this though is it has a rear. Okay, 10 inches.
Tell Zena that a rear fire will get rid of tanks.
That's what
Yeah,
they
rear
would've done
fire
then.
takes care of tanks.
And you know what?
Okay. Or
I've done in the past. If I want to have a unit,
this
I
is
will
2
start
points.
with the lowest cost BV variant, and I'll put the whole list together. And then if I have extra points available afterwards, then I'll start upping the variant in BV until I find something that fits.
I tell you
Good point.
that
It's usually what I do too.
the cheapest one is a Timberwolf B, and that just does do it for me.
Pride, we can't do that one.
It's 4/4.
It- no,
Well, then go
that's not
with
bad.
the Timberwolf. Go with the TC like was suggested earlier, it's a hammer that can jump. And then if you do have extra points, you got 3 extra points, you go to a W.
You know what?
You got 2 extra points, you go to a T.
You
or an
convinced
S.
me. You convinced me. Back at TC.
Okay.
It's got the jump. It's 5/5. It's 52 points. That I can live with. I can live with 52
Okay.
points. All right.
So
Lock-
go ahead, Matt.
Sorry, this might be your question too. Since we kind of chose the TC and that falls into the 30, 50 to 61, do you want to have the rest of your units do that too for era?
No, we're
Okay.
just gonna. I don't want to get too into it, but I did notice somebody mentioned a Kodiak. I did
So
see.
the
I did
question-
see.
The question that I have, since we are doing a clan list, are we doing a traditional clan deployment of mechs and infantry, or are we making a move to having vehicles included?
This will. We are making a 350 list, so maybe I should expand on that.
Combined arms then?
It is, yes. It's going to be combined arms, basically, because our scenarios require combined arms. Now, you don't have to. We could do an all mech and battle armor list, but that's what we're going to work through. We're going to work through that process of, hey, maybe should we drop this mech for this
Tank.
tank. I mean, combat. There's 121 combat vehicles here that are Clan Ghost Bear and Rossalog Dominion. So,
And since they work together, they built the, is it tier, tire together?
it's the frickin' Tur.
Always
put-
on the tier.
I'm putting this one or tier.
Tier.
It's Tur or
It's
tier.
tier.
I will accept those
It's tier.
two.
Tier sounds too much like something you drop in the truck.
I do have to put forth, Matt being a longtime Ghost Bear player as well. I
Ooh,
firmly believe that a Viper needs to be in this list.
Agreed.
I second that.
I use them a lot.
all right.
choice.
The Viper Gnome combination is quite
Brutal.
deadly.
All right.
You
Well,
can get 8 points out of that baby.
you heard it here first, folks. Matt's pulling his Ghost Bear rank. Viper.
Well, good suggestion, Andrew.
Another thing is I would really like to try to keep this to wave 1, wave 2. So when people get this stuff at the end of the culmination, they can try this list out. Obviously not with the with the battle armor
that's
and
that's tying yourself very much to BA, and
Of-
that's gonna be tough.
well,
A very-
okay,
a very iconic.
BA and vehicles and VTOLs withstanding. Let's go with mechs. Let's just go with mechs.
A very iconic Ghost Bear unit that is back from the TCCG or the CCG cards was the Executioner.
And a
Well,
Stormcrow.
we're talking
And
Vipers
Stormcrow,
right
right.
now. We're talking Vipers. All right, I got the
Okay.
list up here.
This is all Matt's domain.
I usually like the Echo and the Fox
Okay.
or the Mike because
the-
they have the max
Woo!
damage.
Okay, so Viper Echo, 16J, TMM of 3. So you're going to get your 4 if you jump. That is a 4-3-1 stat line. That's not bad.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Should be able to get those for 37,
For
38
38 points, I think that's an auto include.
points.
Wouldn't you?
I think the M has a 4.
Yes, the M
Or
has
medium.
overheat. The M doesn't have long range, but it has overheat of 1, so you could up that
We like
damage.
that. We like that.
Oh, it's got
That's a
the
viable
energy.
That's
Okay.
a viable tactic. That's a viable tactic with
That's
16J.
okay. So just
overheat for one and
just to
jump
show
and physical somebody else.
just to show everybody on the screen here, the M has an ENE. The what was the other one? You Echo? Does not.
So the Fox has 4, 3, 0, no E and E. The G, that was a different one.
You know, I'm actually partial to the M right now, just because of the E and E.
I like the M as well. Plus,
Yeah.
you get the overheat.
Well,
The Fox has 4, 3.
E&E's more survivable, though.
Very true.
The
'cause it
E&E
doesn't-
is a lot
doesn't
more
get an ammo
survivable.
explosion.
for 38, I mean, I'll spend the extra point for E and E.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that. Okay, so Viper.
Yeah. The Echo and the M are basically similar besides the E and E.
What did we go with? The Viper M? No. Yeah.
Yes.
My-
All right.
Yep.
Viper M is in. We are at 90 PV right now if we don't change any skills. Let's check the
So
the chat here a second.
I will. Okay.
Let's see. Kodiak 2 looks derpy.
Looks derpy.
I tell you what, right now I'm going to, because I already have so much stuff going on, I'm going to designate who wants to be in charge of chat. Wow, don't all jump at once. Holy shit.
I can take care of it.
All right, Andrew's in charge of chat.
What do you want me to do with the chat?
I just want you to shout out anything that looks interesting to you. Yes, Charn,
Oh,
we'll get
yeah.
to the Rogue Bear. Calm your jets.
Call me your titties.
Actually,
another
hold
thing-
on. Sharn actually has a good point here. Because Rogue Bear, let's look at, because we're gonna want battle armor, right?
Rogue Bear hybrid. End of days.
End of days.
Has stealth.
Okay, so we are going. Okay, so everyone, this is a learning point right here. You're going to want infantry in the 350 setup. So you're going to want to maybe look at, before you start filling out your list with just mechs, you might want to take a time here to maybe look at what you have for and when it comes to Ghost Bears, it sounds like Rogue Bear for days, right?
Rogue Bear gnomes.
So
They're cheaper. They're at 11 points instead of 14.
let's look at the Rogue Bear. This is the Rogue Bear hybrid. So a couple things to note here. One, they're 11 points. Super cheap.
Squad 5 will get you 14,
Squad 5 will get you 14. 6J.
which is the same as the gnomes.
And I would actually, for the point cost...
Nope.
There's really,
No.
there's
I
really
wouldn't do it.
barely any difference. Just an armor pip
14.
is about it.
14
only
is
difference.
usually the. That's my sweet spot for points when it comes to battle armor.
I've had Rogue Bears survive on one structure though too, so that extra
Well,
armor point. At
So here's
14
the
can
thing,
help you.
right? So
He's thinking about going to Squad 6 and not Squad 5. And I think that's
No.
a mistake when you're
Oh.
doing clans.
Oh,
So one thing to note, they already have the STL.
gaming the system.
They're super hard to hit. Keep in mind they're cargo 4. They have light mimetic armor system as well, which is bonkers crazy. Anybody else notice that?
Light. Hold on.
Yep.
Mimetic armors are similar to stealth systems in that they make the target more difficult to hit with weapons attacks, but not physical attacks. Unlike stealth, to be effective, mimetic armor requires its bearer to remain stationary.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Now, I don't believe stealth and light mimetic armor systems pile on.
If you sit still,
yeah, they do. If you sit still, they do. Then,
Also, battle armor stealth still works at short range.
man, that squad 6 actually looks tempting.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen, what that is if that battle armor were to hold still, it would still have it would have its +1 to hit for being infantry or battle armor. It would have a +1 to hit for having the
Stealth.
stealth, and a +1 for the mimic armor.
So that's +3. Plus is TMM
that,
of 1.
well,
No, it would lose that.
It wouldn't get a TMM if it held still, because and that's
it has
what
to stay
makes.
still to get the mimetic armor bonus.
But if it does move, then it gets its TMM, and you can get 1 TMM on movement to 6 and 1 TMM on a move on jump. So you could get up to it would be up to +4 hit to hit it.
Except when you deploy off an Omni or something, then you don't get it.
See, and that's why kind of where I'm at with this is that 9 chances out of 10 this is going to be on the Viper or something else that's speedy. To me, if you're looking at the Rogue Bear, I would want to take a look at the standard.
Because it's cheap.
Standard here.
It's cheap.
It's cheap.
But the thing I like about it is you get 2 points at medium range for damage. And when you can move that piece around, not only are you adding extra damage to whatever unit it's on it out to 24 inches.
Yep.
It's a decent armor structure right out of the gate.
This wins. As much as I like the upgrade and the hybrid and the, I don't know, what is the HR? It's experimental. Right. Never mind.
It's experimental.
You didn't see that. This is the winner right here. Just regular standard Rogue Bear heavy battle armor. I can tell you from experience, anything that can do 2 damage at medium range, that's the winner.
The battle armor have the MEC capability, which means that they can be mechanized. Most of your assault armor,
the
Warg, Ironhold, those do not have mechanized capability, which means they would need some kind of dedicated transport for them. So that also, I think, is something to call out when we're doing infantry here, is whether they're mechanized or not.
Yes, sir.
Moving along. What's next?
I'm gonna go with.
So we're sitting on a Timberwolf, a Viper, and a Rogue Bear at this point.
What kind of vehicle you want?
1 Rogue Bear?
I think you throw 2 in.
For
you're allowed up to 5 total, but
I think just for
two rule of 2.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And hopefully we get a person I haven't heard from in a long time to join, but we'll see. Golems.
Asking about golems.
He is.
My daughter's got them in her list. They are no joke either.
And they are assault armor.
Sharn is my man. He brought up the Cuculanes. Those are my go-to.
But are they on the list?
I don't know.
Golems are. I don't know.
Go back here.
The chinchilla battle armor. No chinchilla battle armor. Sorry.
No chinchilla, and in fact, no golems either.
Golems are in there.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Golem assault.
You just passed them.
Assault, standard and support.
Oh, right there. Okay.
And if you pull those up, we can actually illustrate the difference with MEC and not, because these are assault armor.
So
they gotta be carried.
As you guys can see right now, they do not have MEC, which means they can't hitch a ride on that fast ass Viper that Matt added. So you will have to have a transport to put those in. Now, the benefit
which means you're gonna lose speed when they deploy, because you're gonna have to slow down and deploy.
Well, you're gonna have to. I mean, you're not gonna be able to sprint. I mean, you won't be able to do the Viper
can't deploy
either,
and sprint anyways.
Yeah, but it is a viable option. Golem assault armor. I think the reason we're going to go with Rogue Bear is because they can do either or. They can be transported, or they can hitch a ride. And
Versatile.
Well, okay. Let's before we make that choice, let's pull up. I had an example today that I wanted to work through. We have the Eldinger hover sled.
Mm-hmm.
I also believe that the Tier is available as a transport that my daughter uses to great effect.
They're awesome.
In her
331 for like 32. They're
It's
awesome.
stupid.
They're a
It's
pain.
stupid good.
Fast and good armor.
But I wanted to bring up the Eldinger hover sled. The reason that I wanted to bring that one up is that in the 350 we do not allow personal rides, and a lot of the time a personal ride will be a person's name and in quotes. Well, if you take a look at the Eldinger hover sled, there's an HMMHV or the HumHuv variant. Now, if you go to Sarna, that is actually a named variant. So you have to be somewhat careful when taking a look at some of the units. If it is something that you want, do double check it, because I know another one is, I believe there's a Maxim variant that is the black something or other. I forget off the top of my head, that I know a couple people are using. But pull up the Eldinger and
it's
the
up.
Tier.
It's up.
Okay.
So we have the HumHov. And we are classifying that as a. See these little quotation marks here? That is personal ride.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's not.
It is not.
To name.
It is not. It's a
Think of it
named
like
variant.
Yeah, think of it like you've got the Ford F-150 and then you have the Raptor edition. Still production model, just has a name to it.
Another thing that you can do is if you go over to faction availability, you'll see that it's available to a lot of factions.
Mhm.
That's usually the first indicator that it's not unique,
Yes.
in that it's available to a lot of folks.
Okay.
So the reason that we brought this one up is if we're looking at the Golem battle armor, which is assault class armor that does not have mechanized capabilities, we need to find something to carry it. The Eldinger and the Tier both have an IT5, which goes along with the CAR 4 or CAR 5 required for those units to be carried, transported.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So if you pull this one up and actually pull up the Tier as well, just to give them a side-by-side comparison.
Okay.
You see this one at 18. This one's 18-inch hover. It's what is this? 4-3 armor structure and a 2-2 with a 0-star at long. Now this does have Angel ECM, so that's pretty nice. It's TYR.
Yeah.
If you just do Control F and TYR, and then it'll find it for you.
Why don't I just do this?
You can keep scrolling all you want, buddy.
There it is.
Got nothing but time.
There it is. 32 versus 33. I think the Tier is 2 inches faster. Has more weapon capability. I'm going to go with probably the Tier.
They have the same one less armor, but does more damage, and does not have Angel ECM.
I guess
My daughter uses these to great effect. That's the only reason I bring them up. These are a beast.
Here's two good options, right? If you are fearing, say you're in your local group, you've got a Comstar guy. I'd probably go with the HumHov.
Yep.
And just shut down their C3. But for general transportability, I'm going to go with the Tier. Tier standard. I'm adding 2 in. Oh, not a Crusader? What the hell is that? That was weird. Okay.
Got the same letters.
There's also a curative variant of the tier.
All right. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to automatically... I'm not going to automatically. Because some people will go straight to 7, right? 32 points. If you go to 7, they're 23.
Well, you're going to miss out on all that extra damage it's going to do.
You're going to miss out on that? You can...
Now,
I'm just showing people what a 7 will do. So we're gonna leave it at a 4.
and what I do there is again one of my go-tos is the Saxon APC, and the Saxon is a 0-star across all ranges, I believe, and I always run that at a 7. I've been thoroughly surprised how often I've hit with those at a 7 on 0-star, because normally you're going to be moving them into positions of back shots to deploy your battle armor behind things. So you're at a 7, no range, and
No
even
terrain.
if you're shooting at a dasher, right? You're at 11.
Well, unfortunately, we can't take a Saxon. So.
Oh no! I'm just
Oh,
using that as an illustration.
you're just throwing
of
it out there.
the 7
Yes.
may not, to save those points, may not be a terrible choice.
Okay, so right now, to satisfy both, I mean, we're looking at rogue bears and terrors for a number of things. Blitzing. I mean, they both. I mean, you're doing 5 points of damage if you roll up with your tier and drop your rogue bear, and they both shoot at medium range. You're doing 5 points of damage. We're looking at rampage, capture the flag. Even King of the Hill has its moments. I mean, I think that combination. Now it's going to cost you 45 points per pair.
But that's a unit that moves 18 inches, and you're dealing roughly what?
5 points of
6
damage.
or 5 points of damage.
Mhm.
That's pretty effective. Now, another gem that I would like to bring up or have us look at is the Enyo, ENYO strike tank. sorry, Brute. I've been looking through
The Enyo?
tanks, a lot.
Yeah.
ENYO. This thing is badass.
It's a heavy mech on treads.
Oh my!
Plenty of armor.
It has great armor. It has great hitting power. It's a 2 TMM. It has crit resistant, so it ignores the first crit check.
Oh, you're looking
This
at
thing-
He's looking at the ER pulse.
the air pulse.
This
All right.
thing's a boss.
Oh,
this thing's a
okay,
boss.
there we go.
Yeah, it doesn't didn't take
What?
shit from nobody.
I tell you what, that standard's not too bad either. But
It's no slouch.
It's a little faster, but
I will say that the turret is only 2/2. But that crit resistant, that's gonna be very nice.
Especially when you've got 3 structure.
Okay. Let's in your face.
I'm not saying that
Gold.
I'm not saying that it needs to go there, but I wanted to bring it up just as it's in the list and it's possible. It's a 34-point tank that is not anything that you can ignore.
All right.
Keep that in the back of our head.
We'll keep that. Chat, remember 34 points. All right, let's pick the next mech. We're gonna let chat pick the next mech. I know we have a vote for a Kodiak. Let's get 3 more options here for mechs.
Yeah, Sharn did bring up the Sanzavoit too, or the fucking can't ever pronounce anything right because everything's so weird. But the
Svanatovet.
there you go. The Masada variant. That is a great unit as well.
Okay,
For doing-
let's
for clan
look.
transport.
Let's look
And
just
that's
for
another
fun here.
that's another named unit, right?
It's a named variant that is in general population. Yes.
Let's look for fun
The,
here at the Kodiak
God-
standard.
Dodgy and I had a discussion about those. There are several tanks that you see, like the Masada, and there's a couple other. They all have a Hebrew name. I think it has to do with something about the production on some of the planets to pacify a population or try to make them feel integrated in the war.
All right. So we're looking at
Okay.
a Kodiak.
I'm gonna bypass here for a second because I think somebody brought up a good point. The Karu.
Yes, the Karhu.
Karhu is
Now-
fantastic.
Only because I know how. Why isn't it coming up?
It can either be speedy or it can carry a big stick or in between.
Okay. Karu is not in wave 1 or 2, I believe. I don't think so.
No, it is not. It's
Okay.
not a new mech.
But I am going to make a special. I think everybody needs to
Exception.
know about the Karu. So,
Which
one,
Stormcrow?
it is a heavy mech, and it is a boss. It is an absolute boss. Almost every variant you want is going to do what you want it to do. So, let's look at the A. Unless somebody from chat has a certain variant of the Karu that they want to look at. So we're going to go Karu Prime is a 1014J. That one's... The only reason I would add this is for the heat and the jump strength
And the MEL.
and the MEL.
It's got the claws.
There's a couple things there. There's like three things.
There's a
there.
lot of stuff here. We should
That's a tool
probably...
for-
I mean, for 40
that's a great tool.
points... For 40 points... It's got
this is interesting.
It's got a goddamn
is really-
saw.
They changed the Kaharu G variant.
Oh, update.
They've updated the card. My daughter's
Oh,
card
my
that
God.
she has is a 770. It is a 660.
Oh,
Ah,
look at there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to update that.
A little bit of
it's
illegalness
3 points
going on here.
And it's 3 points cheaper.
Hint
Wow.
of the night. Hint of the night. Always recheck your
Always
references.
recheck your lists. Always recheck your list before the tournament.
Okay, so
Updates happen all
this-
the time.
this is a good topic here because the Karu it can do just about whatever you want, right? It could be the hammer. You're going to spend 50 points for a hammer. 6.6.0, 1 overheat, jumps 10 inches. You can take the prime.
Everyone's played my daughter. That mech is no joke.
No, it's not.
You can take the prime, as I'm sure Bethard's is 100% behind, with not only jump strength, melee, heat. Now, I mean, if you're going to do melee, you're not going to do the heat damage. But this is a control mech here. What does chat say here? Let's see. The G is one of my favorites. B looks like it's getting some love.
Drew
Dude.
says smash.
Smash.
Drew smash.
So 51 points, you get the 10J, you get the 660, you get the case, the ECM, the Omni.
That's an enforcer right there.
That is somebody you jump into the pile and be like,
I'm gonna do some
first
awful
rule
things
of
to you
Fight
right
Club
now.
is, oh, I'm sorry, you're dead already. So the G is 50. Okay, so what's the difference between the G and the B? We got 50 points versus
Light
51
pack.
G's
points.
got a supercharger on it.
Yeah, it moves 12 inches and 10 jump.
Drops the ECM.
Light tag.
But
Overheat of one.
You get the overheat of 1, which isn't. I like that myself, but
In case you're running into a bad situation, you're gonna die, and you're like, well, 7-7, bitches.
no. Again, with that movement profile, once you get into range, once you get into knife fighting range, you overheat, and then jump into melee with physical with somebody. You sink your heat. You're still doing damage, and then you're back at it again.
Yeah, because you don't have to make a weapons attack. Sink your heat, just like you said.
I'd almost say if you were going to pull that, you should take the prime because then you have the melee special. But that's just my opinion.
You will
Either
get the,
one will
you
do
will get the
nicely.
saw. I will say that.
That doesn't put enough. That doesn't put enough damage out
No, and
for 40 points at 2-2. No.
Yeah.
And one heat.
well,
If-
you're not firing though.
If I'm going to spend
Nope.
40 points, I want at least like 4-4 short, medium, at
Again.
least more.
The Enyo is 34 points and puts this thing to shame, in my opinion.
It doesn't jump for 14 though.
Yeah.
That is true.
We'll give that a TMM of 4 when it jumps.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the question. This guy is obviously going in your King of the Hill list. Are you going to want the Prime? Or are you going to want the G?
Well, okay. So
Oh,
this
yeah,
goes
G.
in. This goes into something though that some of the guys here in Minneapolis have discovered. The thing of a TMM 4. When you start talking about TMMs 3 and 4 especially, things become extremely difficult to hit.
Right.
With the Prime and having a 14J, you could use this unit much like the Viper in
Yes.
that you could dictate or require your opponent to have to play to where you go. Meaning you can kind of dictate the table even if you lose initiative.
You control the
Viper,
engagement area.
And with this, they have to react to where you go, especially when you can jump 14 inches.
And
So-
possibly carry BA.
While I'm not a fan of the 2-2-2, it doesn't hit hard enough in my opinion. A 14J with melee, which means I can attack physically from 2 inches away. Maybe that provides some interesting. It provides you some interesting things to do during the game.
Plus, you've got the ECM on this.
I was
so if
just
you've
going
got
to say,
C3
if you're ever going to run into C3, I mean, this guy's 40 points. That's cheap. That's really
if you-
cheap.
And if you're shooting at anything that's not a mech, that heat turns into an extra damage. Plus, you've got 1 overheat, so you can bump it up.
If you really need to, it's a 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you convinced me. Karu Prime.
It's not the beast, but
It's
we
but
have
you know
one
what?
already. See, and that's where I tend to get a little worried about, or not worried about, but finding units that have a role where they don't overlap. Right? We already have the Timberwolf in place that is a fairly hard hitter. Do we need another one?
Right?
In my opinion, I can always use another hard hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the cost of 34 points, I can throw an Enyo in, and that gives me a fairly decent hitting force.
Right.
But this unit has some unique things that I think he could do on the table. So
I think the Karu Prime covers a lot of. It's a CYA. Cover your ass.
oh, sure.
You got heat, you got melee, you got jump, strength 1, and you have Omni, and for fuck's sake, you got ECM. You're like, oh no, C3. Say hello to Karu.
The Mad Cat's a hammer. The Karhu Prime is a scalpel.
The Karhu Prime is definitely an assassin, is what he is. That's kind of his role. He's gonna you pair him up with some Rogue Bear. That's. I mean, you're gonna lose 2. You're gonna lose 2 inches to jump.
Nope.
Nope. You don't lose 2
Not
inches to jump.
mechanized.
Nope.
He's Omni.
He's Omni. That's right.
No penalty for mechanized.
So there is a. I'm sorry, but a medium, even at medium range, that's 4 points of damage.
Well, it's 3 points plus heat.
Well, if a Karu Prime has a Rogue Bear on it and he deploys, that's 2 at medium and 2 at medium.
Now I follow what you're saying.
Yeah.
I apologize.
All right. Good find, guys. Good find. All right. Charles wants a goddamn mongoose.
Him and his inner sphere tag.
Let's see if it shows up.
If you're going to go with that,
Since they fought Comstar, some of the second line units in the light might come up as some of those.
All right, Charles, just because we like you.
Back in the day,
Let's sort by name here and see what kind of mongooses we can come up with.
Mongoose has
the voice
2
of Sid.
variants. Mongoose has 2 variants, the 76 and the 86.
Ooh. All right, let's go with cheaper. Is always better.
There's a C variant.
Oh, shit.
I like C's.
86 and 87 is only allowed to Ghost Bears. So, what?
Holy shit, the 76 is a 20-inch mover. Oh.
Is that allowed?
Yes.
Because that's an automatic.
There's that one or the 86.
I don't even need to look. Okay.
The 86 is an 18-inch mover.
So if anyone from Catalyst is watching, the whole when I click back, it completely ruins my settings that I had. That's a real pain in the ass. Just letting you know.
Mongoose 76. Boom. Done. Throw it in the list.
Mongoose 76?
That thing's badass.
All right.
That thing's badass. Not only that, but I really like the new model.
What the hell is it?
The model's pretty cool.
You're in the 85, 90 ton.
Well, I did name here. See, things can go wrong.
Control F, find, and type the fucking name in, and it'll get you to where you gotta go.
You know what? I don't have to do it. You already decided. Mongoose 76.
But we're trying to look at it.
It's in. 3-2? Shit. How fast does it move?
20 inches.
Oh, that's in. That's in.
3 armor, 1 structure. It has ECM again, and it's ENE. Kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, that was
That one's fun.
All right.
That one's fun.
Sharn wants a dasher. Okay, hold on. Let's go through the chat here.
Well,
give him a dasher too. That's a good.
I got a question. I would have a question as to whether you'd want to do that or not. We have a mongoose that moves 20. We have 2 tiers that move 18. We have a Kaharu that moves 14, and we have a Viper that moves 16.
So I think we need a big boy.
Why don't you put a Ryokan in there?
Yep.
Ooh, there's a good middle of the road.
55 Hunter.
I like that. Somebody also brought up the Blackhawk T.
Okay.
Nova T.
Blackhawk.
The Bears shut down the Blackhawk production line. They don't deserve Blackhawks.
Why am I not seeing any? There we go. I got lots of Blackhawks. Holy shit. Go. I got the full range.
Hey, Chris Hesby asked for the...
Hesby? Hesby wants a Ryokan 2 in here?
Yeah, hey, it was good enough for Warbear.
It's
good enough for your 3.
I can't fucking argue with that. All right.
That Blackhawk T is kind of talking to me.
All right, let's take a look at the Blackhawk. Keep in mind, we're going to be looking at a Ryokan T here as well. Blackhawk T, there it is. Holy shit.
You're kind of speaking to me.
Bears don't deserve it.
That's 42 points. That's a keeper for 6-6.
That's
42
kinda
points for 6-6?
That's like the same as a Stooping Hawk for 42 as well.
What else do we have for Blackhawks?
There's a lot of big ones in there.
Yeah.
Is there a lot
Now,
of...
the Ryokan 2, I'm looking at it.
Hold on. We're not there yet. Calm your fucking jets. Ryokan or Blackhawk T. Are we... I need, oh shit, I lost my fucking chat here. Blackhawk T. Is that gonna be,
Blackhawk. There's a Blackhawk H. What is the Blackhawk H? That's 45 points.
Blackhawk H is the one with 10 heavy mediums. So, like, apocalyptic firepower.
Uh-huh.
That has an overheat of 4 on it for 3 more points.
Holy
So that means
fuck.
10. That means 10 dice. At medium range.
Oh.
Now you're shut down.
Yeah, but who fucking cares?
Well, you only throw 3 of those overheat and jump away.
All right,
You're
so
in trouble.
we've all considered. Okay, we're considering the Blackhawk is going to be the T or the T or the H. So chat, voice your opinion right now. T or H.
Somebody said take the Nova. Chris Husby says take the Nova T and make it a skill 3 and have people be miserable.
Now, might I suggest something that's a little less costly and a little more well-rounded? I would go with the Blackhawk F.
F or S?
442 for
Foxtrot.
36 points.
It's cheaper and it has flak for those pesky VTOLs.
Oh, boys. All right. So I don't want to divulge a super secret, but guys, you need something for fucking VTOLs. This has my win.
Brute.
The F is one I really like. I even built a model in a model exchange based off the F.
Actually, I think
that
there's...
Ag 20 is...
I'm gonna teach you guys something. Okay, so we already have the factions, right? We're gonna go to Alpha Strike and go into the Alpha Strike abilities, FLK, and we're gonna find out what we can pick from. Well, that didn't help.
Are you drinking whiskey tonight, Coach?
Yeah, maybe.
That's why.
Hey,
So this is
I'm surprised. Gideon didn't jump on the crab bin in there too.
well.
Yeah, as a second line. Yeah.
So I'm glad I did that because this is a problem. Because obviously we have the factions as Clan Ghost Bear and Rosshag Dominion, right? And clearly the Black Hawk F. I scrolled too far. Is
Yeah,
showing
I
up as available, right?
The Arcus
My
3 is another beast.
And
too.
that has FLK. So
Yes.
when you guys are searching for faction specific, and then you're going to go in deeper into Alpha Strike specific, it's not always going to give you what you want. So right now, based on this period, the F has my vote. Unless we can come up with another flak specific mech that's in the Ghost Bear Rosslog Dominion. This has got my vote. Chat, what do you think? Chris says Ryokan 2-3 for flak. Okay, so let's abandon that idea and let's just go with what did they say? T or H? Who got more votes? We got a vote for H, got a vote for T. Fuck me, you guys are terrible at this job. Jesus.
Well, let's go look at the Ryokan.
Here's a Mad Dog Echo that does flak 333 for 30
H.
points.
I saw another for H, so H is going in. All right.
That's that has been, Matt, that's kind of been a go-to for me now as well. The
Right on.
Mad Dog Echo at 36 points. Flak
33.
333. It's 33 point, whatever. It's almost too good to not have in your list.
It's a super slick hag.
All right. So everybody wants to jump into the Ryokan. Let's jump into the Ryokan.
Here's where that classic mech that sucks does really good in Alpha Strike.
Uh-huh. It's got a specific job to shoot Aaron out of the sky.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. What are you guys talking about? Ryokan 3. Done. Added. Anybody have a problem with that? Because that mech is, excuse my language, fucking glorious.
Yeah, that's pretty good for 44 points.
Done.
Did we really just say the Ryokan 2
God,
was good for?
I hate that model. God,
It's good for shooting down VTOLs, yeah.
Well,
That's true. Troop support, it is a pretty gnarly piece
All right.
of equipment on the field.
let's recap here, boys and girls. Okay, so we've got a Mad Cat TC, Viper, our Timberwolf TC, Viper M, 2 Rogue Bear standards, 2 tier standards, a Karu Prime, Mongoose 76, a Blackhawk H, a Ryokan 2-3. We are at 341 points.
Got
How much?
9 left.
341. We got 9 points.
Yeah, you can upgrade your Mad Cat.
You could upgrade skills or maybe look for another 9-point battle armor. You only got 2.
Well,
Some regular
and
infantry.
we're gonna go into breaking down the 200s here soon, but I feel like this is a good standoff point to start looking at scenarios, right?
Yes, I think so.
So
Do you want to bring the PDF up so they can see the cards as you go through the scenario tips? Then they can see
I
what's
can do
all
that.
stacked.
let's do that right now.
Can you send me that list and I'll start breaking it down into 200, 199, 198, 197, whatever.
Going to the calculator here. I can do that.
I have a program that I can split it out pretty quick.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I have to
That's an
add
awesome
in
program.
a window capture. And
Send me it. Well, I got the numbers.
let's fade. All right.
Bethard says the Kingfisher G is better than the Timberwolf.
Yeah, well, too bad, Bethards, because I already painted it up. All right. Let's see here. Can I
Big fan of the Kingfisher.
save this as a
Solid.
file? I feel like I could save this as a file.
Solid assault mech.
Now, we are
They do call it the granddaddy of assault mechs.
the Kingfisher. Well, it should.
Granddaddy of assault mechs. For Omnis.
Let's see. File. Save as.
That's interesting. Now, because when I click on the print PDF, it only lets me save. It won't. It
Oh,
won't
shoot.
just show me the PDF now. So, yeah, a little weird.
Not too fancy.
Changes.
The other thing.
Now
Aaron, I was
realize
gonna
this is
ask
going
is,
to
do we
change
want-
because we're 9 points short. So
Well,
Clan foot point.
now I gotta fucking,
yeah, we don't have a way. Oh, we could transport it in the tier, I guess.
Yes.
I think I'm
It's a
gonna
nice little
overload my
little
computer
option.
with all the stuff I've got going on. Andrew, there you are. Found you. Hey, at least Facebook is back up and running. Tell you what, they're having a tough time these days. All the more reason to join the Wolfnet Radio Discord. Because Discord has not let us down yet. I save that?
It's technology. Give it a minute. It'll always let you down.
Yeah, for 6 points, you could toss in a clan jump foot point. Or clan jump point.
Lancelot C. Oh,
There is now, yeah.
All right, Andrew.
I
Sent the file to you. You should be able to work your magic. All right. Let's look at
Thank you.
what we got going on here. Make sure it's yes, that's correct. That's
Why is it so blurry?
it. Is it blurry?
It looks a
Yeah.
little blurry.
Well,
Give it a second.
It looks good.
Well, yeah, to you. Let's go on.
Get some better internet, Coach.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. All right.
God damn it.
Now remember, we have 9 points to play with here. Oh, I see. That's not gonna work. This is not gonna do well.
I already
Technology
hate what I destroyed.
will always let
Created.
you down. Yes,
Uh-oh.
yes.
All right.
Do you want me to start breaking this out, or do you?
Well,
are you
let's
gonna make massive
play with this
changes
right here. Let's start going down. Let's start going down scenarios here. So, 50.
Okay.
Gideon says upgrade your damn BA skill. Just do that.
All right, let's.
Done.
I agree. Let's
the
just.
bottom.
That's probably not a bad.
Oh,
idea.
look at there, 347. Okay, that looks pretty good right there.
341.
So
Boom.
let's go down the list. Okay, the way I like to do it is I'm gonna go King of the Hill, right? Just
Would you change the battle armor to how many points?
there's 16.
16 apiece. Okay.
Yep.
For both of them.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna start generating the list now.
All right, so we're looking at if you're going to take both tiers and rogue bears, according to my calculator here, we're looking at 96 points. Now that's quite a bit, but remind yourself that those are literally 18-inch moving, 5-inch damage at medium range. Those guys are going to be baller.
Death machines.
Okay, so here's the question: 96. Say we're going to add in the glue, right? We got the Mad Cat in there. Now in this list, the Ryokan 2-3 is if somebody has VTOLs, you're adding that baby in. You're at 192. That's a tough spot. 192.
It's turning out to be fairly interesting here. Combinations aren't great here.
No. Too many big things.
Well, I don't know if it's too many big things or too many small things. You know what I mean? Where, like, maybe that Kodiak isn't such a bad idea.
Instead of the Ryokan.
Oh, I would keep the Ryokan in there. That's your safety net, right? That's your somebody's got VTOLs for their artillery on the board. That guy's going to shoot him out of the air. So that 44 points, I mean, you're 44 plus 52 if you're taking the Mad Cat as your glue. That's 96 points. That's not too bad. Say you're going to add in your assassin. Karu's 136. Ah, hell, we'll add the Blackhawk in there. You're at 181. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, so at 197, you get a Mad Cat. You get a Rogue Bear, a Karu Prime, a Blackhawk, and a Ryokan 2-3. That's not too bad. Because your Ryokan 2-3 is still doing damage, right? It's a 6-4 armor internal, 5-4-4. Moves pretty deep. I think it moves at 12 inches. That's not a bad.
10.
That's not bad. 197 is not bad, guys. 197. Don't let 197 scare you.
And if you get ties and all of your issues,
Right. It all goes to
comes down-
the lower. Remember, ties always go to
PV.
the lower's PV.
PV. And if they do the same, then you got to go one less.
10 units. So let's see. Can you field a full star? Let's see if that happens.
I don't think you can.
I don't think you can. 32. I got 3, 38. 52. Oh, so close. What 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you're not gonna field a full. Well, 52, 38, 32, 40, 44. Ah, you're 6 points over.
Just a minute. I got this done. I'll be sending it to you here in a minute.
Now the question is, can you lower the transports to maybe squeeze in another mech? Now you don't want to go too far, but what
No.
is?
You can't decrease them enough to do that.
That's not enough.
Do you need 2 tiers?
Well, that's okay. There's a good question. Do we need 2?
Because you're in every scenario you're going in, you're almost always going to have an Omnimac.
So the Rogue Bears have MEC.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't need TERS. The
Tur's gone. 315.
You can mount those on your Omnis every scenario.
We have 35 points.
The question then becomes then you're basic. Well, I mean you're not tying, but
True, you are tied. Then you have to take Omnis and BA in every scenario,
Well-
which sometimes you might want to do. It's a good point, Andrew. Really good point.
I get you there, but let me just show you what happened here. By getting rid of 1 tier, we freed up 35 points. And that will get you a full star of mechs. If we can find a mech that's 35,
Enyo, it's 34.
Mad Doggy.
Can't go wrong with that.
ooh, hold
Mad
on
Dog
a
E's not-
second.
Mad Dog E isn't in
Mad-
the list.
Oh, well,
You already got a flock.
No,
back.
I mean drop a tier completely off the list. and
I
have a Mad
did.
Dog.
I did. I only
Mad
have
Dog
1
isn't
tier
on the list.
on. Mad Dog E. I feel like
Mad
that's a
Dog
flak
is-
unit,
is
isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, Mad
30
Dog's a Ghost Bear.
It is a classic Ghost Bear mech.
Yeah,
33
well,
points, 3-3 damage, or 3-3 damage, and flak.
I have the Rassahog Dominion Dark Age, and it is not on this list.
It is not here.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Actually,
The Mad Dog Mark III is
Okay.
in the list.
so here's a problem. Well, is it called a vulture? Yeah, it's a vulture.
Is it okay? Is it an
Right
Inner
there.
Sphere
It's
gen-
in.
Is it?
It's in.
Is it an Inner
I'm
Sphere General
checking.
Clan mech?
I'm checking.
Boom. The vulture, Mad Dog E. Rosselhog Dominion, Clan, Ghost Bear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an automatic ad if Andrew comes back with confirmation.
It is Late Republic has Rassahog Dominion.
Mhm.
So add it.
Boom.
It is not for some reason there for the Dark Age, but it is there in earlier years.
Okay, so this will make any VTOL pilot scared out of their
Cringe.
goddamn mind.
You made your own defeat list, Aaron. Good job.
I know I did. I know. Fuck. Fuck it. Let's add the Mad Cat in there too. 38. Fuck it. What didn't I add? 32. $199. You get the Mad Cat, the Viper, the Mongoose, the Ryokan 2-3, and the Mad Dog E for $199.
That'll work.
Okay.
Is that a whole star?
That's
Yep,
a whole
that's
star.
5.
Nice.
That's 4. That's
Ooh.
4 Trueborns and a Freebird.
I was just gonna say that's 4 Trueborns and a Freeborn. Hey,
Which makes
Vassal
sense.
Hog Dominion. Now, the question is, would you run that list in a scenario? That's the question. But to me, if you're building this list and you're like, I'm running those. Now the Karu's not in there. Oh, where can I fit the Karu? Ooh. That Karu is going to be tough to fit. Of course, you could add a Karu and a Rogue Bear and drop a mech. I think. 40... You'd have to drop... let's see, that's 56.
You'd have to drop the Mad Cat.
You'd have to drop the Mad Cat. That's fine. That's fine. But the Karu, a Rogue Bear, a Dragonfly, Ryoka 2, and Mad Dog. Ooh.
How much is the Timberwolf?
You could run
52.
the Carhu, Blackhawk, Mongoose, Ryokan 2, and the Mad Dog all together, and you'd be at
Yeah, I was gonna-
194.
194. That's light, but it's doable. I mean, that is speed. That is speed. You're going to take
That
care...
would be a good domination list.
That would be a great domination list. To tell you the truth.
I was
That would-
suggesting, with the extra points, instead of bumping the Rogue Bears up, I would throw in a standard infantry, like a foot point. Then you could drop.
We drop
you
the
could dr-
tiers though. We don't have transport for them.
You don't have. You drop both tiers.
Yep.
we already dropped both.
Never mind then.
Yeah, that's not going to work then.
Well,
Is there any specific VTOLs for this area and faction? Can you put in a VTOL? Carry those?
Let's see. What do they got for combat vehicles?
Clans don't necessarily
They
have
don't-
a lot of combat vehicles.
They have
The,
Anders.
the Ghost Bears have what's that VTOL that's got the tandem rotors?
If you guys are
Cardinal.
watching live, you can go to subtypes and type in VTOL, and it will tell you that there's 0 units. So
Hold on.
That's not true.
Sharna's saying we have one in there yet. You want to double check the list?
Russell Hog Dominion in 3150 has access to the battle armor version of the Anhur.
Okay, I do have a tier infantry support tank in there yet. Are you
Oh,
saying
well,
get
then
rid of it?
No.
No,
Then
no,
we
no.
can take-
But
That-
these are versatility options that we're looking at. too.
Okay.
Yeah, if you still you still have
I
a
think
tier
you
in
keep
the
it.
list.
I think you keep it and add the jump point or whatever.
Yeah,
Brute's
'cause then-
suggestion on the platoon. I like
Dude.
that option.
Well, we got 2
It's 6.
points.
So, well,
How
what
many
you do is you drop the Mad Dog, for instance, or the Mongoose. Then you replace it with a tier. There's your 32 points plus a 6 point or 6 PV.
We have a
infantry
we
squad.
we have a tier in the list yet.
Yeah.
Why would we drop the mech? Just add the platoon.
No, because I'm thinking something different. My bad. But still, you can. I mean, if you're just a couple points shy though, 194. I
Which
think was the last
platoon
PV.
are we talking here? We're looking at foot ballistic rifle.
No.
You can do. I would do Flamer.
Flamer clan jump point.
That's what I'd go with.
Clan
that's
foot
cool.
point is 6 points. And they do heat 1 at short range, and they're 4 armor, 1 structure. That's no joke.
Do you guys have the factions implemented? Because I don't see.
Yes, I do.
I've got foot ballistic, motorized.
The clan foot point flamer is Inner Sphere Clan General through
Oh.
basically all the factions. So
Clan foot.
clan foot point Flamer is what you're after.
Mm-hmm.
It is 6 points.
Yep, and it can move 4, jump 4.
Okay,
Has
with
anti-mech and heat 1 or heat 2, or sorry,
No,
heat
this is
1.
this one's the foot platoon. I don't have the jump one.
Oh, I've got the jump one. It's the same.
Clan
okay,
jump.
because I'm looking at
Flamer,
it with both
yeah.
factions on the unit search.
Okay, go to unit. Just go to a different tab and type in clan jump point. We'll just illustrate this for everyone so they can see.
Okay,
this.
so here's clan Ghost Bears specifically.
It is an Inner Sphere Clan general thing.
It's available, Aaron.
Clan Footpoint Gen. Okay, I gotcha. So everyone else can see, because it doesn't show up on the units page. I'm just letting you guys all know that this is something that Master Unit List doesn't quite have down yet. But that Clan Footpoint Flamer at 6 points does coincide with Clan Ghost Bears. So, Clan Foot Flamer for 6 points. And you're going to bump them up to a 7?
I don't think you. How many points do you
Oh,
have?
it's 351.
Then then cut
Turn
the
to
PV
5? Turn
Yeah,
to 5?
Change the gunnery on the Rogue Bears.
No, change the gunnery on the foot point.
I could do
Well,
that
I
too.
can only go to 7 on the foot point. I
So,
can
what is that?
change.
All they
the-
got to do is all they got to do is infiltrate a bunker.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you're gonna have them for.
They're
Right.
only good for short range damage anyway, so
But
they
what,
don't need to be
what
that
I'm
good.
saying
a
is, if the tier support tank is at 4, and the Clan Foot Flamer is at 7, I have 351.
Oh.
So I have to.
What do you have the Rogue Bears at?
3.
What are the Rogue Bears at?
3.
Change one of the Rogue Bears to a skill 4.
Okay, now I'm at 348.
Or
Haha! Alright, so Clan Footpoint Flamers at 5. One of the Rogue Bears is at 4. The other is at 3. So, and that is absolutely 350 points.
On the dot.
now, as in all things, now you got to figure out how you're gonna put them together, and then of
All right.
course, how do you match up to your teammate or your opponent?
Yes, Sharon, we have a tier in there. I'm going back in the
That's
chat here.
that's why I brought it back up. Is Sharn said we still have one. So.
Take the damn Kodiak out of the search bar. Is it still in there? I'm sorry, Bethers.
He's strangling the computer screen.
He is. He is angry right now. I don't know how long in the chat he's been saying that, but it's been a while.
What are you guys doing?
You're way behind. Okay, so Coach need an Artie. Okay, hold on. Someone tell Coach okay, got that. Infantry. Now Coach needs to put Art IS Clan General into the. Okay, so here's one thing we haven't touched on here is that we don't have any artillery in this list.
Don't need artillery.
But
If you were hard up for artillery,
so looking
There's
at
a-
this list
There's
right
a
here.
Thor Thumper clan that's pretty decent.
But looking at this list right now,
would a Naga fall into that?
literally the only unit that would fall to artillery in a round is the Karu. No, sorry. Take that back. No unit here, except for the Rogue Bears, would fall to, and the Mongoose. So you could survive an artillery barrage.
Mongoose can survive and the Rogue Bears can survive. It's 2 points.
Not if you get hit by 2.
Oh,
Right.
for fuck's sakes, no one's playing your list, Aaron.
Okay, well, I'm playing my list, and I'm just sitting here going,
I played his list.
I played his
Yeah,
list.
you
Fuck
fucked
off.
him in his ass too.
Yeah, you did. I've gone too long without making another drink. Okay, so
I think that's why you're still able to talk.
It's good. This is good.
I'm
away from the
okay.
sauce.
So let's see. Mad Cat, Dragonfly. Is the Karu wave 1 or 2?
No.
No.
Okay, so
Carhu
neither.
is not in the list at all.
Mongoose is, Blackhawk is, Vulture is. So we're looking at okay. So if you're gonna build this list, you're looking at 3 models, or with the infantry, 4 models, right?
I don't know. I can't read it.
Well, it's here. I'll do
gonna
this.
have you're gonna have 6 that are dotted in the waves. You're gonna have to find someplace else.
Let's do this. All right. I'm going to send you guys the screen. Oh, fuck. Yes. Are you guys watching the stream or no? Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching.
So that's what we got here. 350 on the dot. I'm going to go make another drink. I'll be right back.
Jesus.
Is this where we shit talk him and then let him watch it later and find out?
That'd be sweet.
I got $1 says he trips over the copy machine.
Kind of funny. Speaking of which, I wrote down the address where he's at.
You should send him.
I should send him something fun.
You should. You should. That way it shows up while he's at work.
Yep. Maybe an inflatable sheep.
Yes. Send him a goat.
Bah!
Inflatable goat.
And a small saddle. And some leather chaps
Assless chaps.
with rhinestones.
Ooh. Bedazzled.
Rhinestone cowboy.
I'm looking at this.
I'm surprised that the Donner is not a part of. Because looking at the old Warden clans, they have a trinary of Donners, and they have a trinary of Executioners. That'd be so cool. Oh.
If only we could add, more. I
Mhm.
mean, there's like 15 variants of the Executioner. You could run that.
The Donner standard is in the Rassahog Dominion.
Yeah, sweet. I like that idea. $23 points, 2-2,
Yep.
short, medium, 1 long range, 18 VTOL, TMMO 3, ATMO, case, and search. 2 armor, 2 structure. It's not bad for 23 points. Give me limited on its capabilities though. I like
So
the
I've
close
given out-
supports.
I've
Go ahead.
given out a couple of my go-tos. What are so we'll fill some time here. What are a couple of units that you guys look at that are more or less essential for your lists?
We got to give away gems. Okay.
Not gems per se, but
Staples.
When you're building, what are things that you see yourself
Like
repeatedly going
criteria?
back? Well, criteria too. That works. That's fine.
I don't like paying more than like 42 points for a unit.
Don't pay
And
more than
then and I want at least 4 short, 4 medium damage, and I want some decent speed. It's a lot of restrictive factors that I use to kind of be in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Root.
I won't pay 40 or more. I don't want to pay any more than 40 for anything. I would rather. I don't want to go so far as a swarm list, but I would like to have good middle of the road units. But I
Right.
like
You don't want too
wing
many glass
fast.
cannons.
Yes, I don't want a bunch of glass cannons, but I don't want to get stuck with big monster draw your attention units either.
I
All right,
like
Mad
those.
Cat's too much for me. It's way too flashy. Everyone knows what it is, and everyone goes right to it.
Agreed.
But
If you
now that I'm back, I will say there is something to having the flashy mech on the battlefield.
I agree.
It-
You can use it from a tactical point.
You mean like a rope-a-dope?
Yes. You know, they see that mech on there like, I gotta kill it. I gotta kill it. And if you can get like one extra mech to shoot at it just to get it down, that is a tactical advantage because they didn't shoot at anything else.
You know why Wolfsbane is for that? With the big puppet on the field that I have to kill. It's that damn Turkina E.
Oh,
It's like, I'm going to keep throwing 10 dice at you every turn. I'm like, I got to kill that thing.
someone walks that thing out and it's just a pain in the ass. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry guys. I'm gonna try to draw up the cards here, so everyone can see. I'm actually digging this list because this is, as there's no artillery on here. Oh, we already tried this, didn't we? It just turned out blurry as hell. While I like that there's no I don't like that there's no artillery or VTOLs in this list. This definitely has, like, if you're going to bring artillery, I'm going to shoot your spotter down. Like, there's good luck with it. Agree? Disagree?
No, I think you're right.
Bet.
I don't. I am not of the mind that you have to have artillery to have a good list. I'm Brute
Yes.
painfully showed that to you.
Yes, you do not need to have artillery, but I do think you need to have something for artillery.
If it's not a bad piece
Flat.
to have in the toolbox if you can do it without taking up a monster chunk of your, overall PV. So I wouldn't want to run an artillery piece that takes up more than a quarter of my unit. Just like as an example, because I feel like that limits me too many options. But to have say I do, if I was going to go over 40 PV and I went with a decent artillery unit, that would probably be about the only way you'd get me to do it now. And that's just something I would almost consistently keep in my sideboard until I ran into a scenario where I thought I really needed it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If you have an artillery unit that does weapons damage, and then you fire the artillery round, because it's a special attack, and I'm using air quotes for that. If you are shooting something different than what you did at the weapons attack phase, that is a +1 secondary target, is it not?
Yes.
I'd agree with that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, usually you're going to fire your artillery rounds first, right? I mean, that's what I would do.
Which phase? Is it same phase, right?
In the firing phase.
It all happens
isn't
in combat phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so which takes precedence? Is it in the book?
It's just a separate attack. That's all it says it is.
like a special attack.
Yeah, separate specialty attack, which is outside.
I would
of the,
think that would come second, right? It's just like your physical attacks or special attacks.
it all happens the same turn.
Oh,
So
I guess it
I
doesn't.
mean,
I
you
guess
can
it doesn't
shoot
really
flak
matter,
as
does
a
it?
primary attack. So I mean, I don't know that matters that much. But I mean, I guess you could designate. I want my artillery piece to fire first, and then if I secondary target, then I'm going to take the +1 for it. But
Right, because then your dice go cold.
yeah, I'm rolling snake eyes anyway, so it doesn't matter. If I ever play with old man Tippett, I'm just going to die on the field of
Bah!
screw up.
Oh, Mark.
6 weapon malfunctions in one turn. Awesome.
Oh, that's bad.
I think if I was playing Mark, I'd just start like hobsnobbing with him, so he just keeps on barking instead of playing.
Yeah.
Such a fun person to talk
Oh,
to.
my goodness.
Well, anyway, I think we gotta. I like this list. I think it's a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Going to be how you get your combinations together now, but do you guys want to? Would you guys like to talk about the scenarios and what your thoughts are on each of the scenarios?
That's what I would.
How you approach them?
That's what I would like to do. Is just for the next half hour or so, just kind of break down. Okay, let's go with. I mean, let's just start right out the bat. Stand up fight.
Bring the big shit.
All your mechs.
Some people like to flank and have BA get behind though too.
Yeah, that's true. You could take the Karhu, the Blackhawk, the Ryokan, and the Mad Dog, and take the Tyr and the Flamer foot point. You've got a flanker, and 4 heavy mechs or 3 heavy mechs and a medium that could take a beating. And throw out some serious damage too. I mean that'd be a pretty good combination, I think.
Everybody in chat, if you could let me know, is your screen as blurry as mine is? Because if so, please let me know. I need to try to remedy this. This is terrible.
Okay, so Gold and Charles are both piping up saying that artillery is a bonus attack and it doesn't count for secondary combat.
Artillery is a bonus attack and it does not count.
Gold says it's not blurry, just frozen.
Haven't been drinking so far. Clear over here. Well, maybe it's just me.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay, so anyway, we're looking at the Mad Cat, the Viper. Can't do the Karu. Damn it. This is how I do it, boy. Oh my goodness. 38. You're going to do 32. You're going to throw the mongoose in there. 45 and 44. That doesn't work out. What did I say? The 38. The 40? 32. 45. 44. Okay, so you can get the Dragonfly. You can get the Karu, the Mongoose, the Blackhawk, and the Ryukin 2. You're going to have to skip out on... You might have to skip out on the Mad Cat. Now, do you want to do that on a... Oh, okay.
It's your biggest gun. Why would you?
It's your biggest gun. That's true. I agree. That sucks.
I mean, no disrespect. I'm still not sold on the Ryokan 2. I think it's too many points for having 4 points of damage at long range. The Mad Dog E is a better choice.
Yeah, you could take a Mad Dog E and a Mad Dog C.
Cheap heavies.
That's true.
Well, okay, so King of the Hill. I mean, they're clan mechs, right? You're not sold on the Ryokan 2-3?
Well, look at it this way. With King of the Hill, your infantry and your BA aren't going to help much besides taking down stuff. So they don't really count going into the circle. I think you take your things that have the most structure and armor, and you get in the circle as fast as you can, and you play defensive and keep shooting until there's nothing left.
All right, so you've got
Like your Karhu is going to
Clan
be
foot-
a good mover and a shaker with armor and structure. It doesn't have to kill stuff; it just has to survive and stay in the circle.
it's true.
The Nova or the Blackhawk,
Is-
solid armor and structure,
let me-
can jump.
Let me ask you guys. I feel like I'm double dipping here. The Tur infantry, Rogue Bear. Would you put that in your King of the Hill list, or stand up fight?
Yes, I would.
I'd consider it.
And
Stand
you're
up fight, yes.
For the same point that Matt said, it's a flanking unit that, again, part of playing 350 is dictating the field. And the tier, the Viper, the Kaharu, those are units that will cause your opponent to have to react to where you go.
They also shift the battle and watch their rear.
Yep.
Okay, now help me out with my math here, but I think I just figured pretty decent list. So you got your Timberwolf, 52. You're going to take both Rogue Bears. You're going to take the Tur. You're going to take the Blackhawk. And the Karu at 198. So the Tur can take one Rogue Bear, the Karu can take the other, or the Viper. That's not bad. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, 7 units.
And then you're also got to consider too there that the tier, you're getting a TMM3,
Yeah.
and no modifier to your 2 hit, but the Viper and the Kaharu will have a +2 on
For
their
jumping.
jump.
That's true.
So
That's true.
you got a base of 6 to start with if you're moving those at full range.
But I would say with that combination, okay, Hesby saying T-Wolf, Viper, Tyr, Mongoose, Blackhawk, 200 points. You know,
That's not bad.
it's
That's not
very
bad. I like that.
it's so easy to forget that your transport does damage.
It's,
Oh yeah,
it's
that
the
tier
equivalent
will
of
do a
a
hell of a
medium
lot of
wreck.
damage.
You don't
That
need
tiers,
you don't.
that's the whole
Yeah.
reason for taking it.
And here's the thing too: it's got a turret.
Mm-hmm.
They can face any direction to shoot.
Well done, Hesby. I think that's a solid stand-up fight list. Because that Mongoose is going to get behind everyone. And they're going to...
Well, the Mongoose, the Tier, and the Viper are units to cause that you have to pay
Oh,
attention to,
yeah.
right? Because of where they can go.
You have
All
to.
three
So
of them
you
can
can
reach
dictate-
a
you can-
vehicle or
you can-
mech and kill
You
them.
can dictate the field. You can dictate the field.
And that's big, especially when someone's like, I'm just going to bring everything that I've got, like the big stuff. Well, when you bring the big stuff, you're looking at 3 to 4 mechs, maybe. It depends on how their list is built, but that's not bad. Okay, all right. Chris Hesby with the save for the King of the Hill. I like it. All right.
I am getting reports though that everyone's video is frozen, so I'm not entirely sure whether you can fix that or not, or what you can do there.
Chat, what do you think? Is it caught back up?
Mine's caught up.
Okay.
Oh, we can see mouse
Up there,
movement
froze
now.
again.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's intermittent.
All right, so we got stand-up fight done. We're gonna go to. Would you want to talk about King of the Hill and the proposed or the rule change for scoring at all?
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Let's
we
go
want
into
to talk
that.
about the rule, the scoring change that we did for Battle Barn.
Let's do that. So King of the Hill is essentially still King of the Hill, but as everyone who knows about the 350, it's for every, you add how many size you have in the deal, and then for every however many points you score a point, and this and that, and it just got convoluted and it got bloated. And we did some test research on another way to do it, and it was basically, if you have the most size in the center circle, you get 1 objective point. If it's tied, it pushes. But this way, at least every game will have to go 4 rounds. Before, you could manipulate the system and just be like, well, I can jump, in Matt's case, 4 assault mechs in there and be done by round 3. We went back and forth with it a little bit. I will say that there are detriments to both sides of this scoring for King of the Hill. But I think we're all in agreement that the error on the side of at least allowing 4 rounds of gameplay is the better for a tournament format. It allows for, again, we talked about it, and it's a back and forth issue, but I think what it ultimately came down was you're at least you can't win the game without having 4 rounds in the game. And that's kind of what we're trying to promote, is to not be able to win on turn 1 or turn 2. So the new rule is whoever has the most points in King of the Hill in the end phase will score 1 objective point. It also helps on adding. It's just easier. Okay, I got 1 objective point. Instead of adding up, okay, well, I have 15 size points.
27.
Yeah, exactly. The 27 really just makes people mad. So,
because it's done really fast.
Yeah. But, so with that caveat, and again, just letting everybody know that's watching right now, you're on the cutting floor. We are going to be releasing a 1.2 version, hopefully this weekend. Hopefully. Not a lot of changes, but some very specific changes to what we've seen from Battle Barn. And I just want to preface this as saying, again, the 350 is still a working document. We are trying to perfect the thing. We understand that it's not going to be perfected, but we're trying to hedge fund broken shit. So look for 1.2 coming out either at the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So, but if you're going to run a capture the flag out of this list,
Viper, Kaharu. Maybe if you can fit both tiers and the mongoose.
Fast and
You
BA
only
if you
have
can.
one. So you only have 1 tier. So
Oh, well, 1 tier then.
I had.
And
Let's see.
It's
Okay.
nice if you can get up there, drop your infantry or BA on the objective. They can stay when the point comes back, and then run your flags back as fast as you
So,
can without
there's-
dying.
there's 2 different thought processes. One is, like Andrew said, run up, drop your rogue bearer heavy battle armor. They can't score points, but they could sure as shit make it difficult for people to stay inside the circle.
They'll keep it contested, or they'll for sure get you that flag.
Exactly. So if you take the Viper, both rogue bears, the Tur, and the Karu, You're at 139 points.
Yeah, the mongoose.
You got
Mongoose.
You got 61.
Mongoose and Blackhawk?
61 minus 32.
Sure.
I've got a 196 PV list for that.
Send it.
Shoot.
The tier with the foot point,
Oh.
the Viper with the better rogue bears, the Mad Dog, which one's a 40.1? The
Karu.
and the Mongoose.
It's not
Gives
bad
you-
either.
Yeah, you get your. You could potentially go after 3 objectives at once.
And then you get a headhunt.
So
Well, this is the King of the
So,
Hill,
question-
right?
No, we got King of the Hill done, man.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
This was
Oh,
capture the flag.
No, we're talking capture the flag. We're
Oh,
talking capture
okay.
the flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think we shifted on you.
Yeah. Oh, so you're okay. So that's interesting. You're dropping both Rogue Bears and the Clan Foot on objectives.
No, I'm dropping 1 rogue bear and 1 clan foot. I'm one rogue. I can't get both rogue bears in it and get everything else.
Okay. Okay.
Here, I'll put it in the chat so that we can.
You're
can see
okay.
it.
I get what you're saying here. The Karu. Again, going back to choosing the Karu Prime, I feel like that's the assassin or the Swiss Army knife of everything. Because if he ends up on a point with someone, he either melees him or he's like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna hit him with some heat and 2 points of damage and see what he reacts to. Like, heat is a very interesting thing to do.
Because if he wants to sink his heat, he won't fire.
He's not going to fire at you. So he has to make the decision. And that leaves your Karu there contesting that point. So I think that Karu Prime is going to come into and at a 40 point space point, that's money. Like 40 points is a great point. That's not bad. That's not bad. What's chat say
All right.
about it? Let's see. Bethard says Viper, Karu, Mongoose, Tier, Foot Infantry.
Yeah, all those are your fast movers. So those would be
Rogue
your
Bear,
obvious
Viper,
ones.
Ter, Mad Dog. Okay, see, I like the fact that you're putting the Mad Dog in there.
Because you can shoot helicopters.
Just to shoot those fucking... I'm telling you guys, beetles are gonna be a thing.
Yeah, the
Get-
Mad Dog would just be he'd be like your goalie.
Well, and here's the other thing. Andrew, you don't like the Ryokan 2 in there. I actually like the Ryokan 2 in there. Because it gives you both the same flak opportunities, but one can do more damage and one is a filler. Like that Vulture Mad Dog E at 33 points, that is... I mean, that's as filler a spot as you can get. But you're not going to take him when you need to go do some serious damage. That's where the Ryokan 2 comes in. But you have 2 options. And again, if someone's like, I've got helicopters, you're like, oh boy, you're going to have a bad day. Because I'm going to take both of them at 77 points. I got a lot I can fill it with after 77 points. This list right here would make me sad.
So we've got stand up fight done. We've got capture the flag done.
King of the Hill done.
King of the Hill's
We have
done.
King of the Hill done.
Dom?
We have domination and we have bunkers left. Domination usually follows pretty closely, and usually in my list anyway. Domination usually follows pretty close to capture the flag.
Yes.
Usually, if I can for domination, I'll put in a bigger hitter for playing goalie on the back 2 domination points, or my 2 home domination points, I'll put a bigger hitter there to play goalie. But usually it follows pretty close to the capture the flag list.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
I got 61 points if I take the Viper, both Rogue Bears, the Tyr, and the Karu. I got 61 points left over. My question: that Tyr is
Jacob,
Omni, isn't it?
What is the Timberwolf? What does the Timberwolf cost?
52.
52.
52. So that would be 65 if you took the other. No, it would be.
If you took the clan foot,
You could take the
And
foot
put that
and
in the turret.
you could do it.
I think that
That's-
sounds pretty.
That's you park that Timberwolf behind some cover and be like,
Yeah. Come at me, bro.
"Come at me,
How many
bro." Come at me, bro.
This is
That's gonna be nose art. That's gonna be nose art on your Timberwolf. Catch that in there. Come at me, bro.
I can make that happen.
I like it. That's shit.
This is for domination.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, at this point, I would almost say take the Rogue Bear that you bumped up to a skill 3 and bump it back to a skill 4, and take the 3 points and add it to the Mad Cat TC and bump it to the W so that you get the additional speed instead of the jump. Because if you're doing domination, being able to sprint, let's see, what's 12 inches,
But that's not.
sprint
But that's
another.
not the role.
18.
But that's not the role of that unit.
I know.
That unit there is deterrence.
Yeah, if you drop that Rogue Bear to 4, I got 3 points to play with.
Right, but he's saying then you drop the Mad Cat or the Timberwolf and
Drop
put the
the T.
Timberwolf W in.
Oh,
So you lose the jump just, but you gain 2 more inches of speed and 7 straight line hit without overheating.
So you drop in a hammer
efficient.
is basically what you do.
And I drop a slightly bigger hammer in.
It's
Yeah.
a slightly bigger hammer,
The BFH.
but I'm wondering
But
what
see-
that does to.
It changes all the other lists.
Well, to
we
tell you the
haven't
truth,
used the
we
Timberwolf.
really
Yeah,
haven't.
that's why I suggested it, because you're not using the Timberwolf for
We
anything.
really
haven't
haven't
used
used
the
the
Timberwolf
Timberwolf
in
in
anything
anything.
See, that's the funny part. You're starting and maintaining the Timberwolf for this
But you're not,
list.
but
As a
you're not
glue,
using it.
I probably wouldn't even use the Timberwolf in any list except for like stand-up fight.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
It's just it's too big of a chunk that doesn't fit with all the other neat.
So
little
here's the question:
quirks.
what was our stand-up fight
It's
point price?
it was not. It didn't include the Timberwolf.
But what I'm
No.
saying is, did we have 3 points to spare?
No.
Fuck.
Depends on what you're using. You might be able to weasel 3 points out of it.
Now, since if you're thinking that you don't want to use a Timberwolf, what if you change strategies from all your fast movers and shakers to just straight up like Zeta Battalion, just a wall
Well-
of lead just sweeping across from one side to the other?
Yeah.
You really like if you're limited on what units you have, like if you have to take that and you don't have any other choice. Say your miniature list is limited
Limited. Yeah.
and you don't have all these other things from Iron Winds and you just have like some of the box set stuff. You can tailor your strategy to be a walking wall and work yourself across the map if you have to. It's not the best, but it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
looking
play what I have painted.
looking
Like
at
your
this
tank,
right now,
like your tank.
looking at adding the Mad Cat W at an even 350 right now, and everything's 4 across the board. That's you know, we talked about it earlier. The Mad Cat W with a 770 walks on the board. is that gonna free up your mongoose? Is that gonna free up your Karu or your Tyr?
For maybe a round or two.
Right.
It's not going to take much to take him. Well, I mean, I can't say that, right? Because you're looking at 8s,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you've got a skill 4, medium range, it's TMM with no terrain, you're looking at 8s. With terrain, you're looking at 9s. You'll get 2 or 3 rounds.
And if you're dumb enough to put your Mad Cat in open range, then that's your own fault. But I mean, 9s
you deserve to lose it.
9s is gonna survive 3 rounds.
I think we've seen Mad Cats get slaughtered like that, haven't we, Aaron?
I don't want to talk about it.
Are you sure?
That's
are you
the
sure
out-
that 9s will keep you alive?
The Mad Cat is, I mean, it's a great mech. It's not one of the units that I feel fits into 350 well.
Expensive.
It's too expensive. It does deal damage. I'm not saying that it's not the hammer, but it tips, in my opinion, to the glass cannon side. I mean, it's
Yes.
7-4, 8-4, 8 armor, 4 structure, 7 whatever. 3 units can get internal on that. 2 units could get internal on that. That's a quarter of your force eliminated in 2 or 3 rounds. And that really hurts you. Now, I say that, and the new Dragoon list that I put together has a 60-pointer and a 55-pointer in it. And I know that they're not going to do well, but I'm kind of moved to the point of having fun. So
Yeah.
it's just that's a lot of points.
I
the
don't-
mech I don't feel has the staying power to justify it.
That's true,
Right,
but
'cause-
another thing you got to look at is personal play preference. I mean, you're talking about throwing an archer in your Wolf Dragoons unit. That has a personal meaning to you for that unit. There's tons of people that cut their teeth playing BattleTech using the Mad Cat, and they're never going to go to anything other than Mad Cat, and I would knock them for it.
Oh, no, I'm not. For anyone who wants to, I'm not absolutely not knocking people. If that's your ride, that's your ride.
Yeah.
Me personally, it's too expensive for the game.
Yep. I'm with you on it. There's a lot of people that love Mad Cats. Every time I've showed up to a tournament, someone's got a Mad Cat. Sure,
And,
at least one.
You know, we're with this video, we're talking about startup, get something on the list, and then some strategies.
Mhm.
But you can have fun and not listen to anything we say. you
You can take
as long as you have fun.
What is the one thing that has happened at every tournament that we've been at? What is the one thing everybody does after the first game?
They changed their list.
They start thinking about, how do I change my list? What do I swap
that's
out?
how it works. Yep, you're right. Yeah, I
Because-
try to tell people the first time you play, you're probably going to get your butt kicked, but then everything's going to click on and you're going to know, oh, this is what I've got to do.
Exactly. But at the same time, you can have the most awesome list on paper, but if your opponent has, I mean, it's just like playing Clash Royale, right? My deck could be awesome, but that one deck or 2 decks that come at me, I'm never going to be able to win against. Not only that, but then you factor in terrain, and you have to factor in dice rolls. There's a lot of things that you can control, and there's quite a few things that you can't control.
There's always a way to win, and there's always a way to lose.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
as long as you have fun,
Yeah.
and don't let people tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want.
You could run a Ghost Bear Crab all you want. Don't knock you for it.
I won't knock you for it.
All right.
Make sure it's got the cockpit in the right place, right?
Let me,
Oh!
let me see if
Right there.
let me run this by you guys. Just as a list. The Mad Cat W, the Viper M, both Rogue Bears, the Tur Infantry, and the Blackhawk H.
That'd
One-
be a hard hitting.
196.
one.
It's 196.
That's interesting.
I'd take that.
All right, build it.
That's
If you could lower the clan foot point skill
I know.
PV just a little bit, you could slip it in.
I can. Oh, I can. I can throw that bitch to a 6. I mean, 6 short range, 789.
Sure.
Even if you
Yeah,
have a
you're looking at
TMM3,
You're looking at eights normally, yeah.
I threw the Tur in there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. Shit. There you go.
Worst case, you've got one extra move to make your opponent do something else.
Oh, if only just for initiative sync.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's a
Hey, that's plus 4. That's 200 points.
Yep. That's a
totally
4 point. I'm going to make you do something.
Totally worth the 4 points.
It is.
38 plus 13 plus 13 plus 32 plus, what did I say, 45? That's 200 points.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Cat W. So the Timberwolf W, Viper M, both Rogue Bears, the Tur Infantry, a Blackhawk, or Nova H, and a Clanfoot Flamer.
That's getting some work done.
Yeah, it will.
That'll do some stuff.
You got
That's
two
a-
medium,
that- that's
two
a
jump
great-
capable
That's
mediums.
a great rampage list.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Hell, I would use that. And
Shit, I'd use that for
stand and fight.
I'd use that for stand and fight.
That sounds like a pretty good stand-up fight.
Just use it for everything.
You could.
You know,
I mean, that's
something that has been something that I've been toying around with too. Is can I make a 200 list that covers everything and just say,
Yes.
I bring
I did.
200 and I play 200.
Yes.
I pretty much did at our last tournament. I
Yeah.
only substituted in only one game did I substitute out what I ran. Otherwise, the whole thing with.
All right, I'm gonna save this. I think the W is the way to go, just because it's scary, and
Yeah.
it only costs 3 extra points. That's my big thing.
Hey, Drew, you got your W.
Andy got his Karu Prime.
It took us a while to get there, but we got there. But this is the process. I mean, this is what you look
Oh,
at.
this
when you
was
build a
like-
list, and when you start putting your 200s together, is when it gets interesting.
This was like
And if
the
you get
fastest I've
frustrated-
ever put a list together.
If you get frustrated putting your list together, stop, take another day, and then come back to it.
And to tell you the truth, this could be absolute garbage on the tabletop.
Oh yeah,
It could be,
When
but I
we-
mean,
and you have
between.
you have to practice it. If you don't practice this, you're not gonna use the mechanic well.
right.
Have to practice.
You can throw down 13 damage between two mechs. You get them in the middle of the field, and you can throw 13 in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got your Viper that can jump around and cause trouble.
It literally just make people angry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Karu Prime is the golden child of the whole list. I really do. It does heat. It does melee. It's got an ECM. Or Angel
It's got
ECM.
a ton of armor. It's got tons
It's got
of armor.
tons of armor. You run into a Comstar list and they're gonna fucking hate you. They're like, oh, look at this 6-inch or 18-inch bubble I have, or whatever it is. I forget what it is.
I think it's 12.
12. There you go. And then a mongoose just to piss people off.
And that is really its role is just to piss
Just
people
to-
off too.
The one thing I don't like.
Hey, look over here. Hey, look over here. Hey, look over here.
Exactly.
The one thing I
And now I'm
don't.
over there.
The one
And
thing
now
I
I'm over
don't like about the mongoose in this list is we don't have anything with X-Mech on it, so I can't latch anything onto the mongoose, but at the same time, you're like, I don't need to. Like,
You don't.
just send them loose.
Again,
It's
that
a
mongoose.
scout.
That mongoose is the unit to make your opponent react to you.
And get
20
good rear
inches a
shots.
move. It's got a 3
And
armor,
you don't
1
even
structure.
need to shoot with him.
You don't even need to
You
shoot.
wouldn't even need to shoot with him. If you just move him up the side of the table in cover, if your opponent knows that guy's halfway across the board already on turn 1, where's he going to go next round? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to limit an
But,
entire field of fire.
But 4 damage in the rear, including the +1, is nothing to slouch at either.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
That'll wreck your day
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
The only thing I would consider doing would be dropping the mongoose and replacing it with a solitaire.
That can happen too.
I don't think we can
'Cause
do
it's
a
faster.
solitaire.
Yeah, you can. Solitaire too.
Yeah.
Same armor, same structure, faster, same point value, hits harder.
That's a
And
mech.
it's got a new mini.
Shit, that's a mech, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Holy Jesus.
Brute spoke, and I just automatically went to combat vehicle.
You got them all
If you, wanted
phased.
to go, if you wanted to go to combat vehicle, I've got. Oh, there's a bunch of them I can throw at you, but
Solitaire 2. Oh, fuck me.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a good.
Whoa. Why is the mongoose in there?
26 inches.
Because
because
Charles wanted it. Charles was the freeborn. He
We,
was the freeborn
okay.
in the list.
Guys, if you want to pay for the money, get a Solitaire 2 for this list. But per our rules that we're trying to keep this as wave 1, wave 2, but fuck me.
Isn't they do solitaire?
Huh?
Isn't they
Solitaire's
make-
in the list.
Yeah, the solitaire's a new wave twos.
It is?
Hold on.
I think so.
Hold on.
And the tier isn't though, so you could replace the tier with a solitaire.
Yeah.
Well,
You
the
could throw it-
tier is
For
a
the
is a
same
combat
amount of
vehicle.
points. Same amount of points.
There's also.
Yeah, Solitaire's in the Clan Light Firestar.
Well, fuck me. All right. Sorry, Charles. Mongoose is gone.
It's no longer second line.
Oh, I don't know how to spell solitaire. Salt.
SOL.
SOLIT.
Aye. There's my problem.
Sorry
Solitaire
about your
2.
luck.
Boom. God damn it.
I mean, I was looking at it, and other than the speed. I'd
Well, you
replace-
gain 6 inches.
Yeah, you gain 6 inches. But I mean, with the mongoose, I'd have replaced it with a friggin' puma.
That'll make her happy.
Oh, yeah.
You
Um,
can go for slightly more survivability
check
and
out-
find an incubus.
check out the Puma Echo.
Hey, my daughter runs 2 Pumas in her list, and they are a pair. They're
They
deadly.
are. And she always keeps them together, too.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
a real friggin' pain in the ass.
There is not a puma that runs 26 inches.
There is not. For pure speed, you got to go that way. But
It's a heavy
a good
gun and light mech.
That's a good swap.
Shit,
I like
is that
that.
Omni? Oh, it's not.
No, it's
okay.
not.
Hey, it's
No,
E and
it's
E
Not
though.
solitaire, but
You
Puma
get
is.
Mongoose had E and E in anyway. So hey, no, for 4 extra inches, and you didn't give up anything.
6 inches.
6 extra inches, and you actually gained the damage.
How is
And
that
an overheat.
possible?
Because the mongoose is overpriced.
Fuck.
There's always another unit you can find.
Just remember, everybody,
Oh, it has-
it's
it has-
rules level standard. This is, you have to make sure. Andrew gets caught on this all the time. Make sure it's rules level standard or advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghost bears also use the dasher too. You know, that one was 6.
Gold is like, mongoose is for flavor. Charles can have the flavor.
I was wondering why you skipped over the stooping hawk.
Sit down
Yeah.
a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not in the wave 1 or 2.
So,
Well, we already have the Ryokan 2 and the Karu, and that's it. And the Solitaire 2. See, there we go. We're two people. You gotta go to Ironwood Metals, you gotta go to Fortress Miniatures and Games, or you gotta go to Ares Games and Miniatures, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you can rattle off and buy, and it costs you $20, and boom, you got a Ghost Bears Wolfnet Radio Podcast approved 350 list.
If you want to go with a better, like Wave 2 one, I'd replace the Ryokan 2 with a Ryokan, like a regular Stormcrow with a
Agreed.
keeps the damage the same, reduces the points by 5, and it has 1 flak, and it's faster.
Nah,
But
nah. That 3/3 flak, that's too good.
You have that on the Vulture, though.
Mhm.
I
A
know,
lot less.
but you have the substitute. You have 11-point substitute.
yeah, but there's like a waste of like long range there.
It's not. It's not.
Yep.
As a VTOL player, it's not. Believe me.
See, I would take this Ryokan H over that.
yeah.
Okay, well,
Hey, you could take a Stormcrow A, and then you'd have Kaji with you.
oh shit.
How
Or
many
take
points? How many points is that Ryokan 2?
44.
44 points.
Ryokan 2/3 is 44 points.
Ooh, you can get the TC.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, it's gonna save me 1 point.
Yeah, but it hits
Wow.
harder.
Hey,
Medium
and
range.
then you don't have to
Wow.
reduce your infantry.
It's got one less structure. Am I gonna take 1 point?
Wanna go home.
Fuck, I am. Fuck, I am. Yep, I 100% am. All right, there we go. Ryokan, TC.
What about
348. Hey, does that mean I can drop one of my rogue bears down?
Oh, you don't have enough points. They
fuck.
take 3 points.
You could take the Ryokan P. It has 3 overheat and 4 damage.
Does it have any? Well, does the TC have any flak? That's the question.
No.
Oh well, no, we're not taking a TC. God damn it.
Like the common variant of the Ryokan is the C variant for Ghost Bear.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Pulse.
going back.
That has flak,
What?
Yep.
and it saves you 5 points.
What's
Yeah,
that?
the Charlie has flak.
How much
The
flak? How much flak?
1 flak.
No.
111.
No.
Along with the Mad Dog. Are you kidding me?
Then you got
It's-
4
you don't-
flat.
You
It's
don't
faster.
need 6 flak.
Here's the
It's
problem.
faster,
You don't
it's
need 6
Omni,
flak.
and it's 12 points, and it's in the new Kickstarter.
But you're not looking at combining the two. You want one or the other. You don't want.
Why? They do the same thing.
Anyways, back
No.
on the ranch.
Yes. Anyways, I won't argue with that.
Moving along.
I
What's
like the
next?
list we have. It's a good list. What's
We've
chat
gone
say?
through all the scenarios.
I think so. think so.
Should we announce to the lucky people that are watching live on YouTube right now of what's
Announce
happening
what?
October 23rd?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, we don't have any other opportunity before this, sure.
Whoa. You guys are lucky enough to be. Thank you, by the way, for watching. So we got an invite to the Catalyst Ask Me Anything forum coming up October 23rd at I think it's 2 o'clock
It'll-
2:30
Eastern.
Eastern? 2:30
It'll be-
Eastern?
2:30 Eastern.
There you go.
And-
2:30 Eastern.
And 1:30 Central Standard Time.
Yes. I think we can go. So anyway, yeah, we got
The
invited.
Ask Me, let's cover the Ask Me Anything is not just Wolfnet. It is a lot, not a lot. It is content creators. So there will be other content creator groups on that Ask Me Anything. We were thankfully invited to be a part of that. So, yeah,
I can give you a
1:30.
list.
1:30 Central. Let's not do that. That's not our place.
All right.
And we don't know whether
And
that is
that may
absolutely
change.
confirmed. Because it could change. That is
Ooh, I
correct.
have questions. So many questions.
Well, you can post them in the YouTube chat, and Talon will decide whether that question is going to get answered. I feel like we should have our Discord channel open.
What happened to Aaron?
Okay, so we're live. We're Wolfnet Radio. How big do we take this bitch over?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
What?
This is why I didn't want him
Reiterate that again.
I'm okay, first of all, there's a couple of bitches that are on the list. Not gonna lie, right?
talking. Aaron,
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
no. Don't. Please.
Okay. Well, I think that will conclude.
Might want to timestamp that too.
Timestamp, we're live, motherfucker.
This is why we usually record and timestamp.
Anyway, we are going to be doing. Hopefully, all of us are allowed to be on. I did talk to Ray today. He said that I think our 2 streams should be fine. Matt, Tommy, and us. Charles, sorry. I don't think we're allowed 3. I don't know if you want to fucking show up. Who knows what's going to happen. But hopefully the man cave will be done by then. Which we will be doing a lot more stuff from the man cave once it's done. That'll be awesome. Chris Krangle, sorry, you weren't invited. Awkward.
Yeah, if anybody has any
silence.
comments, concerns, you can reach us at WNRP at
Whoa!
wolfriggers.com.
Yeah, okay. Hey, we should probably talk. Are we going to do 350 lists more often, or?
I think that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I'm down.
I think this is a decent opportunity to share some knowledge and have good questions and have input from the community for really good input on lists and how people can get started.
So, one of the
Hey,
things Oh,
Aaron.
go ahead, Andrew.
Aaron, take a look at the Fortune support tank. There's another one for you. Another gem.
Yeah, you sent that to me. It's a beaut. A beauty. What I did want to mention at the end of this, this was a test run for an alternative. Instead of just the podcast, we're going to be doing stuff like this, maybe. I will say that in the future, we will be doing 350 lists with Patreon members. So I'm working up that list right now. The messages will be sent soon. If you guys want to be a part of the 350 live thing, I'm not going to limit it to just Patreon members, but I'm just going to say that Patreon members will get moved ahead of time. So
I think it would be one of those where we let the Patreon members know when we're live.
Yes.
We don't post
Yes.
it on Facebook.
100%.
And for those that can join us, great. And otherwise, you can watch the stream when it's done.
And like I said, chat was awesome today. This is exactly what we were looking for, where chat throws in all the recommendations, and this is what we do. Maybe we'll put a poll on Facebook in the near future on what faction we do next. Again, it doesn't need to be faction, but we're just doing this to limit the, so that everybody's not throwing out everything and we have to go through our mind brain here and do this. But, yeah, so just letting you know, we're going to be doing more of these. Patreon members are going to get moved to the head of the line, but not saying that you have to be a Patreon member to participate in the 350 Live. So we will get most of you on eventually. This is a new thing we're going to do. And cheers.
Yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Any other questions, comments? Thank you for listening. Thank you to the community. We enjoy your input. Send us some messages, encouragement.
Start recording. Nope. Stop streaming.